In the heart of an ancient, misty forest, where sunlight struggled to pierce the canopy, stood a single, weathered cabin. It wasn't on any map, and the locals only spoke of it in hushed whispers. They called it the Enchanted Cabin, but not for any reason you'd find in a fairy tale. This place was home to a wicked elder spirit, a being as old as the woods themselves, who delighted in tricking weary travelers. One crisp autumn day, a young girl named Elara found herself lost in that very forest. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, and a chill was beginning to creep into the air. Just as despair started to set in, she saw a faint warm light flickering in the distance. It was the cabin. A wisp of smoke curled from its chimney, promising warmth and shelter. Cautiously, Elara knocked on the heavy oak door. It creaked open to reveal an old woman with eyes that twinkled like distant cold stars. She smiled a toothless grin and invited Elara inside. The cabin was cozy, with a fire crackling in the hearth and the smell of stew hanging in the air. The old woman introduced herself as Morwenna and offered Elara a bowl. But Elara was no ordinary girl. Her grandmother had filled her head with tales of the forest and its secrets. She knew that elder spirits were masters of deception and loved to make deals. As Morwenna offered her the stew, Elara noticed that the old woman's shadow on the wall didn't quite match her movements. It danced and twisted, long and sharp, like the branches of a thorny bush. "Thank you for your kindness," Elara said, her voice steady. "But my grandmother taught me never to accept a gift without offering one in return." Morwenna's smile faltered for a second. The spirit wasn't used to this. It preferred desperate, thoughtless victims. "A clever girl," Morwenna rasped. "Very well. What do you offer?" Elara reached into her satchel and pulled out a small, intricately carved wooden bird. "I offer you a riddle," she said. "If you can solve it, I will gladly eat your stew and stay the night. The riddle is this. I have no voice, but I can tell you stories. I have no legs, but I travel the world. What am I?" The elder spirit in its guise as Morwenna cackled.
A riddle.
It loved games. It pondered for a moment, its sharp eyes narrowing. "Is it the wind?" it guessed. "No," said Elara. "Is it a river?"
Oh.
She replied again. The spirit grew frustrated. It named the sun, the moon, the stars, but each time, Elara simply shook her head. The fire in the hearth seemed to shrink, and the cozy cabin suddenly felt cold and menacing. The spirit's form began to flicker, its disguise weakening. "I cannot solve it." The spirit shrieked, its voice losing its grandmotherly tone and becoming a chorus of rustling leaves and cracking branches. "Tell me the answer." Elara held up the small wooden bird. "The answer is a book," she said calmly. "Like the ones on your shelf." She pointed to a dusty shelf filled with ancient, leather-bound tomes, the trap stories of the spirit's previous victims. In its arrogance, the elder spirit had overlooked the very knowledge it hoarded. With the riddle solved, the deal was complete. But the spirit, enraged and outsmarted, had lost its power over her. The illusion of the cabin shattered. The warm fire became a pile of cold ash, the walls turned back into gnarled trees, and the elder spirit revealed its true form, a terrifying swirl of shadows and leaves. But it couldn't touch her. Bound by its own ancient rules, it could only watch as Elara turned and walked away, the first morning light guiding her path out of the forest. Elara never forgot the enchanted cabin. She had faced a creature of immense power, not with strength, but with wit and the wisdom passed down to her. She proved that even the oldest, most wicked spirits are no match for a sharp mind and a brave heart. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. See you next time.